Have you ever stopped to think about how life can change at 40? In this video, we will explore how, according to Carl Jung, our spiritual destiny undergoes significant transformations during this phase of life. Many people wonder, what happens to me when I turn 40? Or, why do I feel like I'm at a crossroads? It is at this age that we begin to reflect on our choices and seek a deeper sense of meaning. Throughout the video, you will uncover secrets about your spiritual journey and how this stage can be an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Get ready to understand how the experiences you've had so far can shape your future. By the end, you'll gain valuable insights that could change the way you perceive your life and your purpose. Stay with us and unravel the mystery that can transform your spiritual journey. At 40, many face a phase of profound transformations, marked by a whirlwind of emotions and reflections. This is a moment when people often find themselves at a crossroads in life, where old certainties are questioned and new possibilities open up. It's as if a new lens is placed before their eyes, allowing them to see life differently. This phenomenon is not just a matter of age, but a natural process of maturation that can be both challenging and liberating. The arrival of 40 brings with it a series of questions that may arise suddenly or gradually. Many start to reflect on the choices they made throughout their lives and whether these truly reflect their desires and values. It's common for doubts to emerge about careers, relationships, and even health and life purpose. Discontent may manifest in various ways, from a sense of emptiness to an identity crisis. In this context, it's crucial to understand that this phase is an opportunity to reassess the path taken and make adjustments that promote a greater alignment with the true self. Consider the story of Anna, a woman who, upon turning 40, found herself trapped in a routine that didn't represent her. Since she was young, she had followed family and societal expectations, choosing a career that, while respectable, did not make her happy. Anna had always dreamed of being an artist, but never had the courage to pursue that path. While reflecting on her life during a solo trip, she realized she was living the life others expected of her, not the one she truly desired. This epiphany led her to seek her true self, initiating a process of self-discovery that transformed her life. This awakening is something that many psychologists, including Carl Jung, refer to as a spiritual awakening. Jung believed that this phase of life is crucial for individuals to begin seeking a deeper meaning in their existence. The quest for purpose is not merely a passing phase, but an essential stage of human development. When people start asking themselves, "What is my purpose?" they are, in fact, embarking on a path of self-discovery that can lead to a more fulfilling and satisfying life. But how can one know if this search for meaning is truly happening? One way is to observe changes in feelings and priorities. Many people report feeling drawn to new spiritual practices, such as meditation, yoga, or even reading books that address existential themes. This quest often leads to exploring new life philosophies and the desire to connect with something greater than themselves. At 40, many also ponder the legacy they wish to leave behind. What truly matters in the end? What would you like people to say about you? These questions are fundamental for understanding what you genuinely value in your life. Carlos's story illustrates this search well. After turning 40, he realized that his career in sales did not provide him with the satisfaction he desired. In a moment of reflection, Carlos decided to make a radical change. He enrolled in a culinary course, something that had always been his passion. This decision not only transformed his professional life, but also brought new meaning to his daily routine. Carlos felt more fulfilled, and this change positively impacted those around him. However, the path to self-discovery is not without its challenges. Many people feel lost or discouraged along the way. It's common to confront fears, insecurities, and even internal resistance. But here's a surprising aspect. These challenges can be disguised opportunities. Each obstacle faced can become a valuable lesson, a vital step in the journey of self-discovery. When you encounter a challenge, think of it as a door leading to a new understanding of yourself. This could be the beginning of a transformation you never thought possible. Connection with community also plays a crucial role in this process. At 40, it's essential to seek support and share experiences with others who are undergoing similar transformations. The story of a group of friends who gathered to discuss their personal journeys is a great example. These meetings became a source of strength and inspiration, allowing each of them to feel validated and understood in their struggles. The exchange of ideas and emotions strengthened their bonds, providing a safe space for vulnerability and growth. At this point, it's important to mention some practical tools that can aid in the journey of self-discovery. Practices such as meditation, journaling, reflective writing, and therapy are effective ways to connect with your inner self and understand your emotions. Meditation, for example, can help calm the mind and allow you to hear your inner voice. Journaling is a way to put your thoughts on paper, helping to clarify your ideas and feelings. Therapy can offer valuable professional support, allowing you to explore deep issues with the help of a specialist. It's essential to remember that the journey does not end at 40. In fact, this phase can be seen as a new beginning, an important step towards a more fulfilling and conscious future. As you reflect on what you have learned so far, begin to envision your life after this transformation. What dreams would you like to realize? How can you apply the lessons learned to shape a future that truly resonates with who you are? The journey at 40 can be challenging, but it is also a unique opportunity. Transform your experiences into learning, embrace your purpose with courage and love, and remember that every step toward self-discovery is an investment in your happiness and well-being. At 40, many people find themselves in a moment of deep reflection about their lives. This is a time when the decisions and choices made over the previous decades begin to be reevaluated, generating an internal need for self-discovery. In this context, Anna's story is particularly revealing. Anna, a 40-year-old woman, has always dedicated herself to meeting the expectations of others. Whether in her career as a lawyer, a profession she chose due to family influence, or in her personal life, where she prioritized the desires of friends and partners. However, as she looked back, Anna began to realize that these paths had not led her to a place where she felt truly fulfilled. Anna's transformation began one ordinary afternoon when, after a stressful day at work, she sat on her couch and started to reflect. What did she really want? What made her happy? These questions led her on a journey of self-discovery, uncovering her true interests and passions that had been buried beneath the expectations and obligations she had assumed throughout her life. This journey was not easy. Anna faced fears, insecurities, and a sense of being lost. Yet at the same time, she began to feel more alive, as if awakening from a long sleep. What Anna experienced is a common phenomenon in the 40s. Studies indicate that this stage can be marked by a spiritual awakening, where the search for meaning and purpose becomes a priority. This process can be compared to a cycle of death and rebirth. The death represents the end of old beliefs and patterns, while the rebirth symbolizes the discovery of a new self, one that is more authentic and aligned with true desires. This transformation is not just about rediscovering passions, but also about understanding that past choices can be reevaluated and, if necessary, changed. As Anna progressed on her journey, she began to seek ways to better understand herself. She enrolled in self-discovery courses, started practicing meditation, and began journaling, where she wrote down her thoughts and feelings. These methods became valuable tools that helped her unearth her true essence. By documenting her emotions, Anna identified patterns in her life that were preventing her from being happy, allowing her to approach these issues with greater clarity and intention. At this point, it's interesting to reflect on the impact that the quest for self-discovery can have on someone's life. Many people, like Anna, may feel trapped in a routine that doesn't satisfy them. When one decides to take a step towards self-discovery, it's possible to open doors to new opportunities and transformations. The story of Carlos, a man who also went through this phase, illustrates this transition well. After turning 40, Carlos began to question his career in finance, a field that had never truly excited him. He had always dreamed of being a music teacher, a desire that had been stifled by years of obligations. By allowing himself to explore this dream, Carlos transitioned to teaching music, finding not only personal satisfaction, but also a new purpose in life. It's important to note that the journey of self-discovery can be challenging. Many people may feel discouraged by the idea of change or even frightened by the prospect of confronting their deepest truths. However, these challenges are disguised opportunities. Each obstacle can be seen as an invitation to grow. Anna, for example, faced moments of doubt and frustration, but each one led her to emotional depths she had never explored before. She realized that these moments were, in fact, catalysts for her transformation. Another crucial aspect of this stage of self-discovery is the power of community. Anna was not alone in her journey. She began to connect with other women who were also exploring their own paths. Together, they formed a support group where they shared experiences, challenges, and victories. This connection became an invaluable source of strength and encouragement. Like Anna, many people may discover that the journey of self-discovery is enriched when they have the support of others. The exchange of experiences and mutual empathy creates an environment conducive to personal growth. When reflecting on the importance of self-discovery, it is vital to consider the tools that can be utilized in this journey. Practices such as meditation help calm the mind and attune to the inner self. Journaling, in turn, is an effective way to bring to the surface thoughts and feelings that often remain hidden. Therapy can also be a powerful option, providing a safe space to explore emotions and gain insights that may be difficult to reach alone. Each of these tools offers a pathway for individuals to better understand themselves and connect with what they truly desire. The journey of self-discovery is not a straight line, but a path filled with twists and turns. The stories of Anna and Carlos show that by looking inward and reflecting on our lives, we have the ability to transform our trajectory. The key is to be open to change, to embrace uncertainties, and to seek support. This is a continuous process that leads us to a greater understanding of ourselves and what we want to leave as our legacy. The reflection that begins at 40 can be the first step toward a fuller, more conscious life, where choices are made based on what truly matters to each of us. At 40, many people begin to feel an inner call to explore deeper dimensions of their lives. This phenomenon, described as a spiritual awakening, is a transformative experience that can lead to a more complete understanding of who we are and what we seek. Carl Jung, a renowned psychologist, highlighted that this phase of life is often a time when individuals question the meaning and purpose of their existence. For many, this search can be a path of rediscovery that initiates a cycle of learning and growth. Imagine Anna's story, a woman who always lived to please others. From a young age, her choices were shaped by family and social expectations. She graduated in a field that didn't truly interest her, married, and had children, all following a script that seemed predetermined. Upon turning 40, Anna began to feel a void that she could no longer ignore. In her quiet mornings, while sipping her coffee, thoughts about what she truly wanted for her life surfaced, like a persistent echo. It was in that moment that she decided she needed answers. Anna began to explore practices that would help her connect with her inner self. She ventured into meditation, initially struggling to calm her restless mind. However, over time, meditation became a sacred space where she could hear her inner voice.
With each session, Anna discovered more about her passions and desires, which had long been buried under daily obligations. This practice not only helped her find clarity, but also brought her a sense of peace that she hadn't felt in a long time. But how can one tell if this spiritual quest is genuinely happening? Many people may wonder if they are merely going through a phase, or if they are truly on a path of transformation.
What happens when you start to notice changes in your worldview? Anna, for instance, began to feel more connected to nature and the universe. She noticed that small things, like the chirping of birds or the sunlight, awakened a joy in her that hadn't existed before. This attunement with her surroundings was a clear sign that her spiritual awakening was underway. Another inspiring example is Carlos, a man who, like Anna, found himself at a crossroads at the age of 40. He had worked in a corporate job for over 20 years, but always felt there was something more meaningful he could do. After a series of events that prompted him to rethink his priorities, Carlos decided to take a break and dedicate himself to discovering his true purpose. He began attending personal development workshops and reading books on spirituality and self-awareness. Each new insight led him to question his life and envision a future more aligned with his passions. Over time, Carlos realized that his true desire was to help others. He trained as a life coach and began working with people who, like him, were seeking transformation. What was once a life devoid of meaning quickly became a journey filled with significance and connection. The change was not easy, but each challenge faced along the way turned into an opportunity for growth and learning. The challenges that arise during this quest are inevitable. Often people feel lost or discouraged, questioning whether they are on the right path. Anna, in her process, faced intense moments of doubt. There were days when she wondered if she should simply return to her previous life, where everything seemed simpler. However, each time she allowed herself to feel this insecurity, she remembered what she was truly seeking: an authentic life. These challenges became necessary adjustments, like a compass guiding her to her true north. And this is where the connection with community becomes essential. In the midst of this journey, Anna and Carlos discovered that they were not alone. Both joined support groups, where they could share their experiences and hear the stories of others who were also undergoing similar transformations. These communities became a source of strength and inspiration, a reminder that the spiritual journey is often richer when shared. Connecting with others who seek the same purpose can make all the difference. By listening to stories of overcoming obstacles, challenges, and victories, Anna and Carlos felt motivated to continue. They realized that shared vulnerability creates deep and meaningful bonds, allowing everyone to grow in a safe and welcoming space. With spiritual awakening also comes the need for practical tools to deepen this journey. Anna, for example, began using journaling, writing down her reflections and feelings. This practice became a mirror where she could see her evolution and the changes occurring in her life. Writing not only helped her organize her thoughts, but also became a way to express her emotions and release built-up tension. Carlos, on the other hand, incorporated the practice of gratitude into his routine. Every night, he wrote down 3 things he was grateful for. This simple practice not only changed his perspective on life, but also helped him focus on the good things, even during challenging moments. He realized that by cultivating gratitude, he attracted more positive things into his life. The spiritual journey is not a straight line, but a path filled with ups and downs. Throughout the journey, Anna and Carlos discovered that each step, each challenge, and each victory contributed to a greater transformation. The quest for a deeper purpose is, in fact, an invitation to self-discovery and to create a life that resonates with who we truly are. Anna and Carlos were no longer the same people they had started as. They became more authentic versions of themselves, able to embrace life with a new perspective and renewed energy. By sharing their stories and experiences, they inspired others to seek their spiritual awakening as well, showing that transformation is possible and that each of us has the power to shape our destiny. Awakening spiritually at 40 is a unique opportunity for growth, reflection, and transformation. It is an invitation to reconnect with what truly matters and to seek a purpose that brings meaning to life. Therefore, if you find yourself in this phase, remember that this journey is yours and can lead to a future filled with accomplishments and happiness. What you choose to do with this opportunity is what will truly make a difference. At 40, many begin to question their life's purpose. In this moment of transition, a deep reflection sets in. What do we really want to leave as our legacy? This is a theme that resonates with many, as the search for purpose becomes a priority for those who wish to live more meaningfully and authentically. Carlos, a man who worked a stable job for over 2 decades, is a clear example of this search. He had always clung to the idea of financial security, thus dedicating himself to a career that did not ignite his passion. However, upon turning 40, Carlos began to feel a restlessness within himself. He found himself pondering what was truly worthwhile and questioning whether he was living the life he genuinely desired. This feeling led him to reflect on his passions and childhood dreams, which he had set aside in the name of supposed stability. What prompted Carlos to change his trajectory was a moment of clarity. In a casual conversation with a friend, he recalled how much he had always loved photography. This friend, noticing the passion in Carlos's eyes, encouraged him to explore this skill. What began as a hobby transformed into a new career, and Carlos decided to venture into the world of professional photography. This decision was not easy. He faced the fear of the unknown and financial instability, but the need to follow his heart outweighed his concerns. Carlos's story is a powerful example of how questioning one's purpose can lead to significant changes. When he started working as a photographer, he not only found a new sense of purpose in his life, but also began to impact the lives of others. He specialized in capturing special moments, such as weddings and birthdays, and realized that each click of his camera captured a unique story. This new perspective not only brought joy to Carlos, but also provided happiness and lasting memories for the people he served. Carlos's journey teaches us that discovering purpose can be a challenging process, but it is also extremely rewarding. A study conducted by Stanford University revealed that people with a clear sense of purpose in life tend to be happier, healthier, and even live longer. This is because a purpose provides motivation, direction, and a reason to face the challenges of daily life. However, many wonder, how can I find my own purpose? The answer is not simple and varies from person to person. One effective way to start this journey is to reflect on what you love to do. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? What activities bring me joy and satisfaction? The practice of journaling or reflective writing can be a powerful tool in this process. Take time to write down your impressions, dreams, and desires. By putting your thoughts on paper, you may start to notice patterns and themes that reveal what truly matters to you. Additionally, do not underestimate the power of introspection. Moments of silence and contemplation can help clarify your deepest convictions and desires. Meditating or simply sitting in a quiet place to think can open new doors within yourself. Often, the answer to the question of purpose is already within us. We just need space to hear it. Another important part of the journey to finding purpose is the courage to act. Many people feel paralyzed by the fear of failure. However, it is essential to understand that each step taken toward your purpose is a learning experience, regardless of the outcome. Carlos, for example, did not become a renowned photographer overnight. He started by accepting small jobs and gradually built his portfolio. The key is not to give up and to keep improving, even in the face of obstacles. As you progress, remember the importance of community. Around us, there are people who can inspire, support, and even challenge us to pursue our dreams. Connecting with others who share similar interests can be a valuable source of motivation. Discussion groups, workshops, and even social media can serve as platforms to find this connection and mutual support. Carlos, for instance, joined a local photography group where he exchanged experiences and learned new techniques, further enhancing his passion. The contrast between the life Carlos led before and the life he has now is remarkable. He once felt trapped in a meaningless routine, but by following his heart, he not only found joy and satisfaction, but also a new purpose. This transformation not only improved his mental and emotional health, but also positively impacted those around him. He became a storyteller through his photos, creating deep connections with his clients, who saw in his work a representation of special moments in their lives. The search for purpose is a continuous journey. Even after finding a path that resonates with you, it is natural for new questions to arise over time. This process of self-evaluation should be viewed as a normal part of life, especially during transitional moments, such as turning 40. With each new stage, you may discover new interests and passions that can redefine your purpose. Therefore, as you reflect on what you want to leave as a legacy, remember that this is a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Do not be afraid to delve into your emotions and seek connections with others. Your purpose may be closer than you think, and by taking the first steps in the right direction, you can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. This quest is not just about finding a path. It's about allowing yourself to live fully and authentically. The path of self-knowledge, especially at the age of 40, can be a challenge filled with ups and downs. Many, upon reaching this stage of life, face a series of internal questions that can feel overwhelming. The sensation of being lost or discouraged is common, and it is precisely here that the opportunity for transformation lies. When we talk about the challenges of self-knowledge, it's important to understand that these obstacles can, in fact, transform into disguised opportunities. Imagine the story of someone named Anna. At 40 years old, Anna found herself at a crucial moment. She had followed a professional trajectory that seemed safe and predictable, but it did not bring her satisfaction. The daily routine had become burdensome, and the sparkle in her eyes had faded. One day, after a heartfelt conversation with a friend, Anna decided it was time to change. At first, the idea of reinventing herself felt daunting. The fear of the unknown and the dread of failure paralyzed her. But instead of allowing these feelings to overwhelm her, she began to see challenges as opportunities. Anna started exploring activities she had always been curious about, such as yoga and crafting. Over time, these experiences became not only ways to relieve stress, but also tools for self-discovery. Each new activity was a chance to rediscover herself. She realized that by allowing herself to experiment, she was opening doors to new possibilities. When faced with difficulties, such as frustrations while trying to learn to paint, Anna learned to be gentle with herself. Failure was not the end. It was a part of the process. This shift in mindset marked a turning point in her journey. At this point, many may wonder, how can we transform challenges into opportunities? To do this, it is essential to cultivate a growth mindset. This means that instead of viewing obstacles as barriers, we should see them as stepping stones that lead us to a better place. A study conducted by psychologists at Stanford University revealed that those who adopt a growth mindset tend to have more success in their personal and professional lives. They see mistakes as learning experiences and difficulties as challenges to be overcome. An inspiring example is that of Carlos, who was also facing a crisis at 40. He had always dreamed of being a musician, but he ended up pursuing a more traditional career in finance due to family pressure. After years of dissatisfaction, Carlos decided it was time to reignite his passion for music. He started playing the guitar in his free time, and what began as a hobby quickly evolved into a true journey of self-discovery. Carlos faced the fear of judgment and insecurity when performing at small events, but each performance brought him a new level of confidence. He realized that the challenges he encountered along the way, such as lack of technique or nervousness on stage, were merely parts of his growth as an artist. In this process, many wonder what to do when difficulties seem insurmountable. One of the most effective strategies is to set small goals. Instead of focusing on the final outcome, which can feel distant and intimidating, concentrate on smaller, achievable steps. This creates a sense of accomplishment and keeps motivation high. For example, if your dream is to write a book, start by writing a page a day. Each page written is a victory and a step closer to your goal. Additionally, it's essential to remember that community support can be a transformative factor in this process. Sharing experiences and challenges with others who are going through similar situations can relieve emotional burdens. Anna, for instance, formed a support group with friends who were also seeking self-awareness. Together, they created a safe space to discuss their insecurities, dreams, and goals. This support network not only provided encouragement, but also offered new perspectives on the challenges they faced. Thus, when we talk about the challenges of self-discovery, it is vital to understand that these difficult moments are opportunities for growth. Every obstacle can be a lesson, and each difficulty overcome is a step toward a more authentic version of ourselves. This transformation, while not easy, is profoundly rewarding. And for those who feel lost, remember that the journey is just as important as the final destination. The central message is clear. Do not let challenges discourage you. Instead, embrace them as opportunities to grow and reinvent yourself. If you are willing to look within and confront your difficulties, you will find a path filled with possibilities. Life at 40 is a chance to rewrite your story, turning each challenge into a new opportunity. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. With courage, patience, and a little support, the transformation you seek can become a reality. In the end, as we look back, we may discover that the challenges that seemed so immense were, in fact, the catalysts for one of the most exciting and enriching phases of life. The search for purpose and connection is an essential journey that many begin to explore at the age of 40. At this stage of life, the importance of having a support community becomes evident. Studies show that people who connect with others in pursuit of personal and spiritual growth tend to be happier and more fulfilled. Imagine a group of friends who, after years of busy lives, decide to meet and share their experiences while supporting one another. This simple action can become a powerful source of strength and inspiration, transforming each of their lives. This group was formed by 4 individuals: Luana, a yoga teacher; Marcos, a stressed entrepreneur; Fernanda, an artist searching for her place in the world; and João, an accountant who felt trapped in his routine. Each of them was at a different point in their journey, but all felt the need to connect and share their stories. Together, they began meeting once a week, creating a safe space where they could openly discuss their struggles and achievements. But what happens when you unite with others who share the same goal? The answer is simple. You discover that you are not alone. The power of community is undeniable. When you see someone facing similar challenges, it creates a sense of belonging. This connection diminishes the feeling of isolation that many people experience, especially during this phase of life. In Luana's case, she began to feel more confident in her yoga practice, while Marcos learned to slow down and appreciate moments of leisure. Fernanda, in turn, found inspiration in the stories of others and began creating works that reflected her emotions. And João, who had always dedicated himself to work, found time to explore his passions outside the office. Each of their journeys demonstrates how collaboration and mutual support can accelerate the process of self-discovery and transformation. Furthermore, when we face difficulties, having someone to share our concerns with can make all the difference. Through sincere conversations, they identified that their challenges were often disguised opportunities. And this leads us to the next secret that few professionals are willing to share. Vulnerability is a powerful strength. By allowing themselves to be vulnerable, Luana, Marcos, Fernanda, and João created a space where everyone felt safe to express their insecurities. This exchange of experiences not only brought them closer together, but also helped them see their problems in a new light. For example, Marcos, who always felt pressured to succeed, realized that his true passion lay in helping others find balance in their lives. With the support of the group, he decided to become a coach, something he had never considered before. And you may be wondering, how can I find or create a community like this? The answer is simpler than it seems. Start with small steps. Join local or online groups focused on interests you have. Whether it's a dance class, a book club, or a meditation group, the important thing is to find people who share your passions and are willing to support each other. When you do this, you create an environment conducive to growth and reflection. One important point to remember is that the quality of the interactions in your community is fundamental. It's easy to get lost in superficial conversations, but true growth happens in deeper discussions. Seek genuine connections where you can share not only successes, but also failures and lessons learned. This creates a cycle of growth that benefits everyone. And this applies to both formal and informal groups. The presence of a support community is not only an emotional blessing, but also brings tangible benefits. Research shows that people who feel connected to a community are less likely to suffer from anxiety and depression. They also tend to have better physical health and live longer. This happens because social connection can increase the production of hormones that promote well-being and reduce stress, such as oxytocin. Throughout your journey, you will face challenges, but remember that each of them is a disguised opportunity. And when you have a community by your side, these challenges become easier to tackle. Imagine this: you're going through a tough time, but when you look around, you see friends ready to support you. This transforms the experience of struggle into meaningful learning. Now, as you reflect on your own journey, consider the importance of community in your life. Who are the people that inspire you? Who can you invite to be part of your journey? The connection with others can be the fuel you need to move forward and discover your true purpose. So don't underestimate the power of community. Remember that the journey of self-discovery and spiritual transformation doesn't have to be solitary. By connecting with others, you not only enrich your own experience, but also assist others in their journeys. This exchange of support and love creates a virtuous cycle that elevates everyone involved. Therefore, seek your community, connect, and watch how this can transform your life for the better. Everyone's journey may be unique, but we all need someone to walk alongside us. And you never know, what starts as a simple gathering may become one of the most transformative experiences of your life. Many people seek ways to connect with their inner selves and face the challenges that arise throughout life, especially when they reach their 40s. It is at this moment that tools like meditation, journaling, and therapy become essential for promoting self-awareness and personal growth. Although these practices differ, they share a common goal: to help us better understand who we are and what we truly want from life. Meditation, for example, is a practice that dates back thousands of years and has been used by various cultures to promote inner peace and mental clarity. When you take a few minutes out of your day to meditate, you are essentially creating a sacred space for your mind and heart. By focusing on your breath and allowing your thoughts to flow without judgment, you can start to notice patterns and emotions that might otherwise go unnoticed. Studies show that regular meditation can reduce anxiety, improve concentration, and increase feelings of well-being. But what happens when you combine meditation with a journaling practice? This combination can amplify the benefits even further. By meditating, you calm your mind, and by writing, you put on paper the reflections and insights that arise in that state of tranquility. This not only helps organize your thoughts, but also allows you to access emotions that may be buried. Laura's story is a perfect example of this combination. At 42, Laura felt lost in a job that didn't satisfy her. After a conversation with a friend about the difficulties of feeling trapped in a purposeless routine, she decided to try meditation. In the first few days, it was challenging. Laura often got distracted by thoughts about her work and obligations, but persevering, she continued. After a few weeks, she began to notice a change. During her meditation sessions, ideas about what she truly wanted to do started to emerge. With this new mental space, Laura began journaling. She wrote down her feelings, aspirations, and most importantly, the changes she wanted to implement in her life. Over time, this practice became a catalyst for significant transformation. Laura decided to change careers and follow her passion for graphic design, something she had always dreamed of, but never had the courage to pursue. This change brought not only personal satisfaction, but also a renewed sense of purpose. Journaling, on its own, is a powerful tool. By writing, you allow yourself to explore your thoughts and feelings more deeply. Many people find that by putting their words on paper, they become more concrete and thus easier to confront. Imagine someone living through an emotional dilemma, like uncertainty about a relationship. By writing about their feelings, they may begin to see the situation from a new perspective. What once seemed confusing and distressing starts to organize in their mind. Journaling can be a form of therapy in itself, where you become your own counselor. The key is honesty. Don't worry about grammar or structure. What matters is that you write what you feel. Over time, you may even notice patterns in your writings, which can reveal a lot about what you truly want or need to change in your life. Now, how does therapy fit into this picture? Therapy is a way to seek professional help in dealing with the emotional and psychological challenges we face. Often, when we hit our 40s, we start to reevaluate our lives and the decisions we've made. Therapy can provide a safe and welcoming space to explore these questions. A therapist can help demystify feelings of guilt, fear, or anxiety, offering new perspectives and tools to deal with them. This brings us to a crucial point. The combination of these practices, meditation, journaling, and therapy, can create a virtuous cycle of self-awareness and growth. As you become more aware of yourself through meditation, you can use journaling to explore this new awareness and eventually bring these discoveries to therapy, where you can work with a professional to implement meaningful changes in your life. It's important to remember that each journey is unique. What works for one person may not work for another. Therefore, it's essential to experiment and find the practices that resonate with you. Some people may find meditation challenging at first, while others may feel intimidated by writing in a journal. The important thing is to take the first step. Start with small moments of meditation, perhaps just 5 minutes a day, and gradually increase as you feel more comfortable. When it comes to journaling, don't worry about starting with a full page. Sometimes, just a few sentences about how you feel that day can be enough. The transformation that occurs when you apply these tools is tangible. Just like Laura, you may discover that your passions and interests were hidden beneath the surface, just waiting to be revealed. You can shift from a state of confusion and discouragement to a place of clarity and purpose. By allowing yourself to explore your thoughts and emotions, you open up to new possibilities and a more fulfilling and conscious future. The idea of seeking help, whether through therapy or practices like meditation and journaling, should not be seen as a sign of weakness, but rather as an act of courage and self-compassion. After all, the journey of self-discovery is often filled with ups and downs, but each step you take toward a deeper understanding of yourself is a step toward a more authentic and satisfying life. Incorporating practices like meditation, journaling, and therapy into our lives especially at 40, gives us the opportunity to transform how we see ourselves and the world around us. It is an invitation to explore, question, and grow. Remember, the journey is within your reach. Every small step you take in the direction of self-awareness can open doors to a future filled with meaning and purpose. At 40, many people find themselves at a crucial point in their lives, where reflections on the past and aspirations for the future intertwine. This phase is marked by a deep desire for transformation and growth, making the journey of self-discovery and the search for purpose even more significant. Transformation is not only about external changes, but also about an inner rebirth that allows us to envision a more fulfilling and conscious future. Imagine someone who, after decades of working in a profession that did not satisfy him, decides to make a radical change. Let's talk about Carla, a woman who at 40 was tired of a job that left her feeling uninspired. She had always dreamed of being an artist, but responsibilities and societal expectations kept her trapped in a routine that did not fulfill her. One day, while organizing some things at home, Carla found an old notebook filled with sketches of her paintings and drawings. This moment was a turning point. The emotion of revisiting her creations made her realize how far she had strayed from her true self. She then decided to take a bold step. She enrolled in an art class. This decision was not easy. Carla faced doubts and fears about the viability of her choice. However, as she dedicated herself to the course, she began to rediscover her talent and passion. Transformation started to happen. With every brushstroke, she not only created art, but also reconnect with her essence. What had once been a distant dream was now becoming a vibrant part of her life. This journey of self-discovery and rediscovery exemplifies how transformation at 40 can open doors to a future full of possibilities. However, transformation is not limited to career changes or hobbies. It also involves how we see ourselves and how we relate to others. At this point in life, many feel ready to leave a legacy. What do we truly want people to remember about us when we are gone? This question can be daunting, but it is an opportunity for deep reflection. For example, think of Roberto, a man who always dedicated himself to work and left little room for family. Upon turning 40, he realized that moments with his children were scarce and decided to change that. Roberto began setting aside time each week for family activities, creating memories that his children would carry forever. This change not only strengthened family bonds, but also brought a sense of fulfillment and happiness he had never experienced before. The challenges that arise on this path of transformation are inevitable. Often people feel lost or discouraged. It is crucial to understand that these challenges are disguised opportunities for growth. When Carla started to showcase her works, she received criticism, some constructive, others harsh. However, instead of giving up, she used that feedback as fuel to improve and evolve. Resilience became an essential skill in her journey. Roberto, on the other hand, faced resistance from his aoiais, children, who were used to seeing their father only as a provider. With time and a lot of patience, he managed to build a new family dynamic, showing that relationships can be transformed with effort and love. In this context, community plays a crucial role. The support of friends and family can make all the difference. Imagine a group of people who gather to share their experiences and support one another. Picture a circle of friends who, at 40, decided to meet monthly to discuss their personal journeys. These meetings became a safe space where everyone felt encouraged to share their struggles and triumphs. This connection not only helped them face challenges, but also inspired them to move forward. The strength of community is a fundamental pillar in the quest for transformation, reminding us that we are not alone. As we look at the tools available to facilitate this growth, it is important to consider practices that help us connect with our inner selves. Meditation, journaling, and therapy are some techniques that can be extremely effective. Meditation, for instance, allows us to calm the mind and find clarity amid chaos. Regular practice can reveal deep insights about who we are and what we genuinely desire. On the other hand, journaling offers a space to explore our thoughts and emotions, helping us organize our ideas and understand our motivations. Lastly, therapy can be a valuable guide, providing professional support during moments of transition. When used consistently, these tools can be catalysts for transformation. Carla began to meditate daily, which helped her manage the anxiety she felt when showcasing her works. She learned to trust her creative process and to value every small step taken. Roberto, in turn, started writing a journal where he reflected on his experiences with his children. This simple act helped him identify patterns and develop more open and affectionate communication with them. The journey of transformation at 40 is not limited to this milestone. It is just the beginning of a new chapter. Each of us has the ability to shape our future. Life is a constant flow of learning and opportunities. After a few years, Carla not only became a recognized artist, but also a mentor for others who wished to follow a similar path. Roberto, in turn, became a present and active father in his children's lives, and this change positively impacted the entire family dynamic. The question that remains is, how do you envision your life after this transformation? Reflecting on what we want to achieve and how we wish to be remembered is a powerful exercise. Every step taken towards self-awareness and the pursuit of purpose is a building block for a more meaningful future. Therefore, when faced with your own experiences, remember that every challenge is an opportunity, every doubt is an invitation to reflect, and every small step toward your true self is a victory to be celebrated. Transforming at 40 can be the key to a fuller life, one filled with meaning, love, and courage.